What's up, guys? It's BWADE. I am excited to walk you through 5 of my favorite WNBA picks for Sunday. We have a full slate of games. I'm going to walk you through this data and analysis for the picks that I like and explain to you why I decided to put my money on them. I'm not forcing anyone to take any of these picks. I'm not guaranteeing that anything happens with these picks, right? They're just the picks that I like, and I'm happy to tell you guys about them and give you some more information. So always feel free to do your own research, bet responsibly, and we had a terrible day on the free picks today, and I'm sure the trolls are going to be out full force. And look, I'm going to say this right now: if we don't cash one of these 2 slips I give out tonight, and there's just enough hate and bullshit in the comments, I'll take a week off of WNBA videos. So we'll see. But I feel really good about these. I'm not even making this video till 1 a.m. because I did a ton of research to make sure that I really, really like these ones, and we are going to cash one of these slips. So yeah, missed both slips tonight. But look, if you were in VIP, you would have cashed the fuck out with us. VIP, and I told everybody when I gave out the game picks, I said, I love the board today. I am going heavy on these. And then we proceeded to lose the first 2 bets of the day. And then we won the next 6 to end the day 6-2. We hit our 1 WNBA pick with the Fever. That was easy money. We went 5-2 in the MLB. We went up over 3 units. I won $3,300 on these. And we still were hitting parlays too. We just missed our 5-man, the 21x slip. Luis Robert came up short, but the other 4 all hit. But overall, and of the 3 slips, I think it was 3 that we missed. Each of them were just missing by 1 player. So look, we're dead on with these picks. VIP is absolutely crushing it. All you have to do is pay $5 to try VIP right now. It's $25 a week. I have made a promo code WNBA where you get 80% off for the first week, so you can try it out for just $5. Best deal you're ever going to get. Prices are going up for the NFL season within the next week. You want to lock in this price at $25 a week, and you will stay at that price for as long as you stay in VIP. Now, the other options you can even get in for free. Sign up with one of these apps I tell you about in the video. Underdog, Parlay Play, or any of the apps below in the description. Sleeper, Betr, Chalkboard. Sign up with any of them. Make a deposit using my promo code, and then send me the screenshot on Instagram, and I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP. Whichever one works for you, using the code for 80% off, or signing up for an app and getting it free. But I want to help you guys out. I want you to try VIP and see what it's all about. And then I also do an autographed giveaway every month just to say thank you to you guys. This month we're doing a signed Mike Tyson boxing glove. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. You do those 3 things, you will be entered to win that boxing glove at the end of the month. It'll be the 9th or 10th giveaway that I do. I've lost count, but I love doing it. I'm going to keep doing it every month as long as you guys keep showing up. So let's start getting into these picks. All right, so we're starting out with the 3-man slip, and it's going to have 2 really low-paying entries on there that are 90% cash, and then the other one will be a regular type pick, and we're going to end up with around a 3.5x payout. I think you'll see it at the end, but really like this slip that I put together. I put a lot of thought into it. So we're starting with Natasha Cloud, over half to hit a 3-pointer, right? That's what we're looking for. Overall, she's hit a 3-pointer in 72% of her games this year. When we look at her at home, she's hit one in 13 out of 15 games. She's only had 2 games all season at home where she hasn't hit a 3-pointer. And when we look at her 3-point percentage at home, so overall it's 33%. At home, it jumps to 37%. She shoots much better at home. She's going up against Minnesota, who she's hit at least one three-pointer in every game against them since the first game they played last season. Love this one. I think we get at least one three-pointer out of her. She's been consistently hitting at least 1 3 in every game. Next, this is the real pick. We're taking Alyssa Thomas over 9.5 rebounds. She has just been on an absolute tear. She's covered this in 8 straight games now. Going up against Atlanta, who they do defend, they don't give up many rebounds to forwards. They're ranked 4th in the WNBA, giving up just 16.6. Overall, they're right around the same ranking. They're at 5, but she's hit this in 8 straight and against good competition, right? She just pulled it off against Indiana. You got Chicago there. She hit it against Atlanta, that's who we're against, ranked 5th. Indiana. I mean, they're not garbage teams. She's hitting this against whoever she plays. And both games against Atlanta this year, she has hit this. She hit it at home and she hit it on the road. So, I mean, I feel really confident that she's going to pull this one off. There's not a whole lot else for me to really have to look into. I love this one. Alyssa Thomas over 9.5 rebounds. And then our last one, I'm taking Chelsea Gray at 3.5 assists. You're probably going to see 4.5 on most of the apps. You can either try to toggle that down to 3.5 or put it in on Parlay Play like I did. That's where I put this slip in. And I'll show you after going through this. But, I mean, in general, she's hit this in 80% of her last 10 games, 70% of her last 20, really consistently just hitting this number. And when we look at her at home, it's even better, right? She's hit this in 7 straight home games, and she's only missed it at home 3 times all season. So getting this number really consistently. And then when we look at her against Connecticut, she's hit this in all 3 games against them this year, and it's actually just increased as the season's gone on. Last year she missed it a few times, but Connecticut's defense was totally different last year. Their whole team was. They were actually good. So she's hit this in all 3 games against them. She's hit it in, 9 out of the last 11 games, and she's only missed it 3 times at home, hitting it in 7 straight. Love this one. Chelsea Gray over 3.5 assists. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 3.3x for this on Parlay Play. I really like this app. And look, this is the only app where I was actually able to put this slip together this way. I had to shop it around on a couple different apps, and this is where I was able to put it in, which is why it's great to have multiple apps so that you can, check out different ones and make sure you can put a slip in the way that you want to. Now, I love this app. They have tons of different stat categories for each player that you can use. They have really good payouts, ton of promos, and a great sign-up bonus. When you sign up using code BWADE, they're going to give you $5 for free. There's no deposit required for that. They just give you $5 to try the app out with. And then when you do decide to make a deposit, they're going to double that up to $100 as well. So ideally, you end up with a $105 sign-up bonus if you max it out. It's as easy as just withdrawing $100 from a different app, putting it in your bank account, then taking that $100 from your bank account, putting it on Parlay Play with code BWADE, and now it's magically turned into $200. Super easy, and it's a risk-free way to increase your bankroll. When you send me a screenshot of that deposit, I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP as well. You'll get all those picks like I showed you earlier. Cash the fuck out today. You can start tailing those picks with us. So sign up, take a screenshot, send it to me. And then don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed Mike Tyson boxing glove. Let's get into these next 2. Taking Alana Smith to go under 1.5 3-pointers made. So she's right around 50% over-under, right? She's gone under 58% of her games. And she just went over it this last game. Now, when we look at her 3-point percentage, it's 33%, right? Now, when we look at her in away games, it drops to 27%. So 33% overall and 27% on the road. So when I did that math, it comes out to 37% at home, right? So she's shooting 27% on the road and only 27% on the road and 37% at home. That is a big difference. A 10-point percentage change from home to road games. And you can see it, right? She's only gone over this in 4 out of 13 games on the road this year. She's missed it in 4 straight now. She's going up against the Liberty, who actually hold forwards to a low amount of three-pointers made. They're ranked 3rd in the WNBA for keeping forwards from hitting threes. They only hit about 2.3 on average per game. And when we look at her against the Liberty, she hit it this year against them in the one game, but she was at home in that game. And like I just covered with you, she shoots much better at home than she does on the road for three-point shooting. Looking at last year, she only went over this in 2 out of 9 games against them, and the 2 games where she went over were both at home, right? So all the road games against the Liberty, she's played them in. She has not gone over this. And when we look at this, so let's do the quick math. 4 and 18. Oh no, so she's gone under it only 9 out of 18. Yeah. So she's 50% at home going over it. Let me just switch this so that it's not the wrong way. She goes over it 31% of the time on the road. But at home, she goes over it 50% of the time. So that's a big difference. I feel really good taking Alana Smith under 1.5 three-pointers made. Pairing that up with Jackie Young, over 15.5 points. She, again, we're right around 50%. She's at 52% of games she's gone over this. She's going up against Connecticut, whose defense, they give up the 2nd most points in the whole league. They give up the 4th most points to guards. They're giving up 45 points per game to guards. And when we look at Jackie Young at home, right, so she's scoring 16.9 points overall at home. It goes above 21 points per game. Like, that is a crazy jump. And she's gone over this in 10 out of 14 home games. She's only missed this 4 times this year at home. And the 4 times she's missed it have been against the top 4 teams defensively. Literally, number 1, number 3. Oh, no, Washington dropped to 6. And then, all right, so those switched from when I looked at it earlier. But 1, 3, 6, and 5. Still, all 4 teams are in the top 6 defensively. Connecticut is not even close to that. Anyone who isn't that, and look, she's still even gone over against, you're looking Seattle, Golden State, like good teams, and she's still going over against them. And anyone who's, below top 6, she's hitting this against. Really like her in this spot. And when we look head to head, she's played them 3 times this year. She's missed it once. It was on the road though. In the one home game, she went well over this with 20, and then she also hit it against them on the road. So she's hit it in 2 out of the 3 games against them this year. And again, the one game she missed was on the road, and it was a blowout, so she played a little bit less time. But really like Jackie Young over 15.5 points. You'll see that slip here. We are getting 3.5x for this on Underdog. I love this app. And I tell you guys that all the time when I tell you about the app that I use. But like, that's why I'm using it, because I love it, right? Because they have different features. Each of them are slightly different, where there's different ways to take advantage depending on what slip I'm using, how I'm putting it together. Underdog's giving us a 25% profit boost tonight, so I used that on here, which is what took it from a 3x payout to 3.5x. Underdog's giving us profit boosts, discounted picks, free picks every day. They have great payouts. They get their lines up early, and they have one of the best sign-up bonuses out there. When you sign up using code BWADE, they will double that first deposit up to $1,000. That's the biggest sign-up bonus you can get anywhere. Take advantage. It is, like I keep telling you guys, it's the easiest way to increase your bankroll without taking any risk. Sign up for these apps. Take advantage of the sign-up bonus. Send me the screenshot so you get a free week of VIP, and you can tail all those picks as well. Whether you sign up on Underdog or Parlay Play or any of the apps below in the description as well, there's another 4 or 5 down there. Sign up with any of them and send me the screenshot. And if you don't want to do that, you can still just use code WNBA and get 80% off that first week of VIP. There's really no downside. Try it out. I am confident that you will be happy with the results. And look, if you don't have any money and like you're hurting, you can always sign up for the free winnable as well. There's a link below for that. You're gonna get maybe like 1 to 4 picks a day sent out on there. It's where I send out the promo picks for the day because they don't come out early enough for me to include them in videos. So when the promos drop, I usually send out some picks on how I take advantage of those as well. You'll get all that if you sign up for the free winnable. But I really do appreciate you guys. I feel great about these picks, and I think we have a bounce back day here on Sunday. We're going to make some money, but I appreciate you. Let's get some fucking bread.